All right, so now what we need to do is pick a video presentation. So what video presentations do we have? So we're going to go over to videos, and this would be under evidence collection. I know that we have a video on collecting computers and smartphones. So here is the computer and smartphone video. And so if someone clicks on that, they learn about how to collect them. So I'm going to go ahead and put this video in. So let's go down below the part that says featured video presentation. And what is this one? Well, to get to it, this is the URL that will take you straight to it. And so we're going to put that in right here. And then it also goes right here. All right. Now, the next thing we need to do is say what it is, evidence collection, computers and smartphones. So that goes over here. And then there's a little description there. So we're going to go ahead and put that description here. And the next thing we need to do to complete this is to put a little image that shows that. So now we see it's evidence collection, computer and smartphones. This video discusses whatever, and then video presentations. And when you click on this, it'll take you to it. If you click on this, it'll take it to it. I just need to have a new image because this is the image for the firearm. Well, I don't happen to have a small image like that. So what I'm going to do is go back to the video page. I'm going to use my snipping tool. I'm going to go ahead and snip this right here. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to go to my editing program here. New image from clipboard. So there's what I just did. But it's too large. So I need to just make it smaller so it'll fit better. And so what size do I need to have it? I need to have it the width 184, height 105. So 105 is what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to go to Save for Web. And the height, I want it to be 105. And to see what that looks like, there we go. All right, so I'm going to save that. Now, how am I going to save this? I'm going to put it over into the newsletter section, and I'm going to call this computer and smartphone. I'm going to save it. Okay, so now I'm done with that. And what I can do is put in here a new image screen. I go to my website, letter, and then look for that. Now, I think I called it computer. There it is, computer and smartphone. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. I'm going to insert it. I want it to be aligned right. Insert. So now, if we look at this, we should have that in there. So there is the video. All right. So if we click on evidence collection, computer and smartphones, you see it takes us straight to that video. We click on the video image, it takes you to it also. All right. Now, one thing we need to make sure we do is in this editor, what it's doing is it's directing us to where we saved that image on our computer. What we want it to do is to go where it's going to be on the website, because people who look at our newsletter cannot look on our hard drive. So right here where it has the image and all that, I'm going to change that, the path. And what I'm going to need to do is upload this image to the server. So why don't we just go ahead and do that right now? So I can go ahead and go here. And here's that image, just happens to be on my list. I'm going to go to the server, log into the server. I'm going to go to webmin modules. And here it has upload and download. I'm now communicating with the server. I want to upload to the server. And this is how you would put new articles, anything on the server to be used. And the directory, I want it to go to the newsletter directory. So here it is right here. I click on it, select. So now it shows it's going to upload there. And I just drag this over. Now it's going to upload. And now I can go ahead and leave the server. Now, if I go here to the HTML editor, and now I do Control F9, it should show me that picture because I put it on the server. There it is. So we're good. That means people will see that when they get the newsletter. All right. So we have the new location of the newsletter, where it's going to be on the server for those who want to look at it, the date, we have the new article and the link to the new article. We now have a video that kind of goes with the topic. Now we need a featured resource. So let's go ahead and find a featured resource. And for that, I'm going to go back to our articles, and I'm going to go to computer forensics. And here is a very good article right here, or a resource, Best Practices for Seizing Electronic Evidence by the Secret Service. So I'm going to use this as the featured resource that people can go to. All right. So we're going to go back to here. And now, if I have ever used this resource before, and let me see, maybe I have. I'm going to go to the newsletter list. And what we want to see is there best practices, best practices. For some reason, I think I've used it before. Best practices for seizing electronic evidence. So September 2020, I used that once before. All right. So September 2020, I'm going to go ahead and go back to this and go ahead and get September 2020. Right. So here's that. So I can just cut and paste that, this month's featured resource. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that whole section there. So that is the featured resource section with the link and everything. So when I go here to featured resource, go ahead and paste that. There it is. Okay, then the final thing to do is to put in new job postings. So what I'm going to do is find the job postings I want to use. So I'm going to go to the employment section. Here are some that I just put on the website today. And what I like to do is put 3 or so crime scene ones, maybe a fingerprint examiner one, and so forth. So let me just show you how we do this. So here is one right here, Crime Scene Analyst 2. So I go down here and I'm going to go ahead and choose Crime Scene Analyst 2. And here's the first in the list. And where? Loveland Police Department, Loveland, Colorado. Lovely place to work, I'm sure. All right, final filing date, January 24th. Put that in there. And then a little bit about it. A lot of times right here on the top, I'll have something, or maybe down here I have to go. Um, this sounds pretty good right here. So I'm going to take these 2 lines, put them in here, and then the URL of that job. Okay, so now we have all of that down to the first of the job announcements. So here it is, Crime Scene Analyst 2, Loveland, the date, filing date, a little description, and then if you click on that, it takes you right to the website. All right, and then you just do that by the others. So you see on this one I have 4, there's 8 total that are on this list. So I have 3 or 4 that are crime scene technicians, then maybe a property technician, latent print examiner, criminalist. You put those things in here, and then it's all ready to send.